Robbie here. We're just doing a quick update with the car. It's mid-September, and we just want to give you a quick update, show you where the car's at, and just talk to Robbie a little bit and see what he thinks about where it's at. With the car now painted to this point, did you think it would take this long to do this?
No, I thought it would actually take longer because we had so much stuff we had to order for the car and get new stuff for the car, and do a lot of different special things to the car to get it to fit proper and everything. It is an older car. It's hard to order these parts, and you have to go to different companies. But we found a lot of the same companies that will help us out. And at this point, I didn't think it would look like this. It looks amazing. He did an awesome job on it.
So the car itself, we checked the numbers, the paint codes and everything else. The front, the green on the car is the actual numbers matching color for the car. The back, Robbie decided to do it white instead of the dark green. What's it, 2015 Ford?
Right. I know it's wrong to put Ford anything on a Chevy, but we did it. It was from a F-150 pickup truck, a 2013, and was it
Oxford white.
Oxford white. It looks. But we picked it out because there was a lot of whites to choose from, and I wanted to go with that one because I was able to see my brother's owns a construction company. I was able to see that color on his truck, so it looks awesome, and the combination is perfect.
And it's bright, and it kind of just pops. It looks really good. The original white was like an ivory white, and it's kind of dull. And I like the bright white on it. And the green is
sea mist. Green was the original color, and the light green is perfect with white.
Looks very retro, yeah. Looks very. I like the white and green so much better. So now, the car itself, we've got the body done. We've done the trunk, the doors, everything's lined and painted. We're getting the bumpers on it. So today, Robbie's going to do some of the soundproofing, and then we got a wiring harness. The next step is going to be to wire the car. We're going to go through a wire. Got a brand new wiring harness, American Auto wire. It's made for just these cars. We left the front end off just to get it running, make sure that we got no problems. We don't have to take things back apart and risk scratching stuff if we have to work on something or adjust something or change something out. So we're doing it this way, leaving the front off. We're going to go through it, put it together, get the windshield in it, and then the last step will be to paint the hood and the fenders, get that all together.
I think that was the perfect combination of him to finish off the back and work his way up, and then we, like you said, get the car running, see if there's any problems. Before we start putting the fenders on or the hood, you just find out mechanically it's running sound. Okay, you fall asleep?
Just trying to think of questions. So originally, when we started the car, I thought it'd be 6 to 8 months to just get it painted. I didn't think we were going to go so in depth with everything that we're fixing and doing, but I'm hoping that we can get it done by December of this year. At least get it drivable and driving. And it's going to still take a lot of work to get it there, but this part of it now that the body work is done, it's starting to move a lot quicker.
When you're doing your own work on a car like this, you want to make sure you have somebody that knows what's going on and treats it like their own car. And that's how Carl is. He calls me every time when there's a problem or anything, and he treats it like it's his own car. That's what you want when you have restoring a car. You want somebody that's going to be like that and keep you updated on everything. And we had it for about 8 months, and he's all the way to this far as just a part-time thing he works on once in a while. So you want to make sure to stay on top of somebody that's working all the time on your car and trust them, and that's how I feel about Carl. And the quality of work is like the #1 thing with these old cars. It's hard to find good people to work on them and people that know what they're doing on them. Carl's had these cars before, so he knows how to restore them, what he's going to run into and problems and everything. And sometimes you come into new problems, but he knows how to handle it. So that's important when you find somebody restoring cars. But we hope that we should have it with the interior and everything. I have the interior shipped out. We're going to do a video on that when that comes in. And hopefully that we should have it pretty much wrapped up, everything, in December. Is that what you're thinking?
That's the goal.
And the cool thing with these cars, if you need a piece of chrome or anything, you could find. There's a number of companies that have these out there, and you could always look them up, and they'll work with you and talk to them and everything like that. Hey, look at this guy! Oh my God! What are you guys? A special guest! A special guest!
Special guest!
Oh,
Brandon Vitro!
Yes.
Brandon, talk to everybody.
Talk with your meth head.
Can I borrow the truck?
You're so tall,
my
Brandon, that your head wasn't
you.
even...
No
Of
shoes
course
on at
you
the
can
beach.
borrow it, honey.
All right, go surfing. All right.
All right, so we're gonna go back. That Robbie talked about that we've used so far is National Parts Depot, Eckler's, Danchuck, Classic Performance Products. We're going to be using Vintage Air because it's going to get a Vintage Air system. And we use Real Deal Steel. We did a couple videos with Real Deal Steel. They were awesome to work with. They were very accommodating and gave us a tour of the factory. The doors that are on this car are from Real Deal Steel, and they're reproduction doors. There was some minor issues. We had to do some welding and tweaking to get them to fit properly and get the gaps to line up, but I was very happy with the fit of the doors. It's much better to adjust some of the gaps than to try to fix rust and 70-year-old damage in the doors. So.
And if you go back to any of those videos that Carl did before, we had a long conversation with the owner of Real Deal, and he told us the things to look out for and the things we're going to have to run into. And he said if you have any problems to call him. So that's what you'll have to deal with when you deal with a company like that. They're open. They'll speak to you anytime you want.
So as far as the car goes, we've done a couple different series on the restoration part of it, and then there's several different videos of just individual parts like the hood or like the hinges, the door hinges we rebuilt, some of the metal fabrication that we had to do, and like also fixing the door gaps. So we'll link those videos in the description box down below as well, so you guys can check those out.
Yeah.
That's going to stay in there.
All right.
Some of the things that we did do with the car, it's got power steering, it's got power disc brakes, it's got drop spindles on it. It's going to have Vintage Air. It's going to be the Generation 4 Vintage Air. It's all electronic. We're going to go with the polished compressor to go along with all the painting and detailing that we've done so far. And then also one of the other things got tilt steering. Robbie wanted to go with tilt steering. I've never actually put tilt steering in a car. But it's actually a really cool feature. We went with, I did it for the retrofit. It fits right in the car. It's made for this car. And their wiring harness ties right in with the wiring kit that we got. So once you paint it, you almost can't tell it's a tilt steering column in there. But
Right.
it looks like it belongs, but you've got that added feature of it. I think that just raises the bar one level higher.
Yeah, it
I've
looks
never
awesome.
done that, so I think that's
Really
really cool.
does.
The color itself, we're getting so many compliments on the color. I think you did an outstanding job picking that color. I think it's going to be an absolutely awesome car when it's all said and done.
I've been looking for a convertible for so long. It's hard to find these cars. It's impossible. So the car came all the way from Red Hook upstate, and we finally got it down here, and I'm so happy where it is right now. I love the way it looks, and I love how Carl's doing everything on the car. It's perfect.
So the interior, you're going brown. You're going away from the original, right?
Yeah, I'm going with it's called a cork brownish, tannish look, and it's very modern for today's cars. So
Caulk.
that's what?
Caulk?
That's the color of it. It's cork.
So what?
So
Cork?
don't cork yourself.
It's
So it's
Caulk comes in a caulk.
yeah. Well, no, it's like
What
a
does it look
tan.
like?
It looks like a tan color, light tan. A lot of modern cars use them nowadays, and
Does it look like a baseball glove? Like a leather?
yeah, it's a light colored tan. I wish I could describe it, but it's hard. It's like Joanne's hair.
It's like your shorts.
Huh?
Like your shorts.
Yeah, exactly. Like my shorts, or even like the shirt color. I love that color, and it's going to bring out the green and white really good, I think.
So yeah, so we're deviating a little bit with the interior. I think it's going to look really good with the combination and everything he's doing.
Yep.
It's all solid, that color, right?
Yep,
No-
and I'm going with the original pattern of how they upholstered it, and I'm just going to go with that tan color instead of two-tone. It's going to be one color, but I'm going to go with the original bench seat, and door panels are going to be the same and everything. So I think it's going to look really good, and it's very modern.
Yeah, and then as far as wheels, you're still thinking about the chrome torque thrust
Right,
rims?
right. Similar to what Carl has on his Camaro, but I'm going to do with a white wall because I want to do it like a Metro, how it looked back then. Oh boy! And I like the old look of them. What do you get to say?
So it's like a 60s surfer look.
Exactly. That's what I want to look. That's what I am, a 60s surfer guy. So yeah, that's what they called me in high school.
What else? Anything else?
I think that'll be doing it for now.
And what else have we done?
The good thing with this wiring harness that when he has the vintage chair, don't laugh, you could hook up right with this wiring harness to the vintage chair. It shouldn't be a problem, right?
Right, well, oh yeah, yeah. It's Abbott and Costello.
There's only one Abbott here.
So,
What's in the trunk?
no, a couple bodies.
Who throws that in there? All right.
Says the Italian guy. You can have bloopers at the end of this one.
Carl, insert picture of bumperettes right here.
All right.